Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and it's a card, and I don't very often do cards in my video tutorials, but I get asked quite frequently when I share cards on my blog that have got vellum on them, how do I hide the glue, how do I, stick it down and all of that sort of stuff. So today I'm going to show you how to do it. Now I have got half a ton of measurements written down for both A4 and 8.5 by 11. I'm not going to read them all out. I will either confuse you, confuse me, or confuse everybody, but they will be on my blog for both 8.5 by 11 and I've already started, for both A4 and 8.5 by 11. So please go heading on over to my blog and you will see them there. So this is more just about the construction and how to stick vellum down and hide the glue, so you can see no glue anywhere, you can't see it peeping through. So I'm going to show you how to make it. And this is our beautiful silver fancy foil vellum, which is difficult to say, and I'm using gold in the sample that I'm going to show you. I did this is Melon Mambo, so I'm going with Bermuda Bay. So I've got my card blank ready, I've cut it, scored it and folded it, and then I have got a piece of Whisper white cardstock and vellum that is exactly the same size. Now you could put it straight over, but it actually changes the finish of it. You can see it there that the vellum looks quite different. So the first things first is I'm going to stick it down on here, and I'm going to show you the easy way to do it. So when you turn it over, you've got all of the back of all of these little hearts where you can hide your glue. So I like to use mini glue dots when I'm working with very, very tiny detailed pieces. I'm going to put this on autofocus, and you can see those tiny little glue dots, which hopefully you can see. When you pick it up with something like a paper piercer, you can fold them in half, which hopefully you can see, and then you can fold them into quarters, and essentially you make a glue ball. You can see it against my hand better. A ball of glue. And that is what you're going to hide behind your little heart. And if I bring that up, that is hidden and you can't see it there. So that's what we're going to do on this layer. So I'm just going to keep making my little balls of glue, and I'm going to do 4 of them and go as close to the edge as possible. So I can see, look, I can tuck one right down in the bottom corner there, and then I'm going to put one there as well. So just make these little balls of glue and hide them away. And I'm going to lay that over the top of my Whisper White, and my glasses have just slipped down my nose, so I haven't got a clue if I'm lining this up correctly. And that is stuck. It's not coming off, it's not flapping around or anything like that. So that's one way to do it. Another way is that you can actually hide glue dots under things. So we're going to do that on this layer. So over here, in the top right and bottom left corner, and I'm going to turn it over, basically where there are no hearts, up in this corner, let me put it over there, you can see that better. Up there, I don't have a heart in the corner there, and I don't really have one down there, so I'm going to stick a glue dot. I'm going to make a little glue ball again, up there. And down there, and you can see that, and it's just not pretty, so I'm just going to layer it over. So you can now see that it's not pretty, so you hide it. So I have got my candy dots that are in the same colour. It's my Bermuda Bay, it's only because I don't have gold ones, and I'm going to put a candy dot over there. And I'm going to put a candy dot, if I bring it up, over that one. Glue hidden. Oh, very clever. And the final way, before I put it all together for you, is my tag that's going to go on the front. So I've got my 2 pieces, and I'm going to just grab my triple builder punch, and I want to cut the flag bit in. Oops. Make sure it goes all the way in. There we go. So I've got my flags, and as you can see, there is no way on earth I can hide anything there. I can't. I could stick them there, but I might end up with a flappy edge, and I don't want that. So we're going to use a staple there, which quite clearly you can see, but we're going to hide it when we put it all together. So let's stick it all down. So we're going to have some snail, which I've lost. Here it is. So some snail there, and stick that layer down. Layer this one down. I'll pop it up there. I'm going to stick this one down as well. Oopsie daisy, throw it around a bit as well. Pop it in there. I have got a greeting to go over the top, so I'll quickly do that before I disguise that. And I've got the something to stick. Is this the right stamp set? It's not. It's the wrong one. Oh dear, there goes my chair. Pictogram Punches is the one I wanted. Silly me. I want this one here, Pictogram Punches. And I'm going to stamp that quickly. So I've got the right size block. With some Bermuda Bay. Onto a piece of Whisper White, which I've got over here. Punch that with the washi label, which I put back from filming the last video. Oops. A little mini heart in gold foil. And I'm just going to grab a bit of an edge of a dimensional. That's my scissors. You want sort of about half a dimensional for this, and then it fits perfectly. So I can put that over there, and I've already cut my piece of cardstock to go with it, so I want to snare that directly on. Pop that on, and all I've got left to do now is hide that with a bow. So I have got my gold 1/8 of an inch taffeta ribbon. Tie my little bow. See, I can tie bows when they're not attached to anything. Can't tie them any other way though. And again, a little glue dot ball. I've lost the glue dots. Here they are. Put that over the staple. And put that over the top. Staple hidden. 3 different ways to stick your vellum down onto a card. Easy. What do you think? It's not going anywhere. And I thought it was quite simple and an effective way to show you how to do it. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon.